Hi gang, welcome back to the Honorary Latina. Tonight is a great night. I was actually interviewed from a good friend of mine from Ohio. He had a radio station. Anyway, his name was Chick Ludwig. Anyway, the topic was about Mr. Trump. And he asked me my opinion on how I thought Mr. Trump was doing. And he says, well, rating, like, with a grade. And I said, an A++. He has done more in 1 week than the last 3 presidents did all put together. And it's been freaking awesome. And I'm very happy with what he's doing. And one of the things that he's finally addressing is illegal immigration. And before we get started, I want to give you a background on myself as an activist, because I'm of Puerto Rican heritage, the same ethnicity as Madonna's daughter, who is Puerto Rican. Lourdes or whatever her freaking name is. Anyway, my mom is full Puerto Rican, Madonna, and we are not racist. We came here to this country, my mom as a little girl, and she partook in Eleanor Roosevelt's Fresh Air program, Madonna. And by the way, it was back in the day when they used the little Puerto Ricans as slave labor to slave away in the fields for their rich friends. And this was Eleanor Roosevelt, who was a Democrat. Hello. But anyway, nobody ever tells the truth on the left. I did some research into the island of Puerto Rico and found that our government went over there and sterilized women. A video was called La Operation. You guys want to watch it? You come to mi casa and I will play it for you. Anyway, this was the ethnic cleansing of the Puerto Rican population, where our government went over there and told these women that they were going to get sterilized, but it was a form of birth control. When these young 20-something-year-old women had 1 or 2 kids, hello, they couldn't have any more kids. So it was very rude. Okay, Madonna, very rude to be told that you can't have any more kids. So when I was on the Oregon health plan for my 4th child, the doctor said, you should have your tubes tied. And I said, oh, really? He says, you can't afford to have any more kids, so therefore, you do not deserve to have any more. Well, guess what? I said, who the fuck are you to tell me what I can do with my body and how many kids I can have? Well, meanwhile, illegal immigrants were having as many kids as they wanted. This is very disrespectful to the American people who pay into the tax structure, who pay for all this crap. And then our rates go up because we're funding hordes of illegal immigrants who are coming here not only doing the farm labor, but getting off the fields and taking over in the construction industry, taking over in the hospitality industry, and basically taking over the state jobs, because now we have to learn 2 languages in order to communicate with the hordes of illegal immigrants that came over here. You want to talk about racism, Madonna? That's racism. To have one group come over here and nobody else gets to do that kind of crap, okay? So my mom from Puerto Rico was really upset before she died, before they killed her. Oh yeah, military wife, had very good benefits, but actually died of heart disease, a day before they scheduled to do an important surgery, and that they had to push back. And guess what? She went into a coma and had a heart attack because they didn't get to her in time. But I guess she wasn't a priority Madonna like your mother. Anyway, needless to say, I'm not an angry Puerto Rican, I'm an angry woman, okay? Because I feel like we've disrespected the American people, those soldiers that went over to those other countries, that put their life on the line for freedom, who come back over here and are lining up as second-class citizens behind the illegal immigrants, okay, Madonna? So these people are getting blown to shit, and they're coming back and they're finding out that a criminal illegal immigrant can get a liver transplant inside the Oregon jail. This really did happen, Madonna. And what's really disgusting, what is really, really, really disgusting, is that in the name of femininity, women all over this country are wearing little vagina hats and sitting there calling Mr. Trump a racist when really they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's disgusting. It's disgusting that they would use their celebrity status to spread lies about a man and not even really know what the hell they're talking about. Because you know what I think about liberalism? It's like a disease. You really believe the crap that you're peddling. You have no clue what you're talking about. I was on the board of Oregonians for Immigration Reform, and I helped pass legislation to reform the immigration, and a wall isn't going to do it. I helped pass Real ID. What were they doing? Giving driver's licenses to illegal immigrants. They were making us be checked for who we really are. But oh, if you're on a visa, you don't have to have your documents. And they were giving these people the same ID that they give an American citizen. And you know what? I have a solution for this. Give those illegal immigrants a driver's card that says temporary driving card, illegal alien. Put the Mexican flag on the back. I don't give a shit what you do. But make sure that these people can't vote. Because these people have no business being in this country voting for anything if they're illegal. They can pick the fruit. They can come over here and work. But they don't have any rights to do anything that an American citizen has until they become proficient in English, take that exam, and go through all the tests and all the vaccines and all the bullshit that everybody else has to do when they come to this country. And I don't care if you want to call me racist, but the best thing that Trump did was put an end to sanctuary cities and actually cut the federal funding to those places. Because guess what? Puerto Rico got all their funding cut because guess what? Their kids weren't proficient in English, no child left behind. But guess what? The language in Puerto Rico is Spanish. And they are not part of the United States in the way that they are a common law state. So most of the people that are born there speak Spanish. So you know what? To punish them, and that is a place that's a Commonwealth kind of place, and not punish the Mexicans for coming on over here. And I don't think you should punish the Mexicans, really. I think they're not at fault. You should be punishing the employers that hire the illegal immigrants and then start fining them. And as soon as you start putting a fine on all the people that are trying to, be cheapskates and not pay these people what they're worth, that want to undercut the American jobs, make them pay for all the services that the illegals accumulate here. And we'll see how many people or how much of a problem it is at the end of the day, when maybe even after a while they get so many fines and eventually jail time for hiring illegal immigrants, because I guarantee you the problem will be solved once you address it. And if you don't like that, too bad.